What's up and what's happening, TPE fam? The Daily Dose is about to start here in just a little bit, but before it gets started, I want to remind you guys to head over to alexseal.com or tpenow.com and book your free discovery call. That's right, free. If you're looking to get a promotion, if you're looking to open that business, if you're looking just to simply get better as a leader, if you're looking simply to get better as a person, let's get connected and see how our coaching programs can help you pivot into your next. At the Pivot Experience, we're all about helping leaders lead more effectively, helping leaders lead with passion, and helping leaders lead with the different skills and tactics that we believe that will help your organization succeed and help you add more value. So let's get connected and let's get together. alexseal.com. Book your free discovery call today.
What's up, TPE family? It's time for us to get a little better with the Daily Dose of Leadership with Alex Seal. Let's go!
What's up and what's happening, TPE fam? We're back with another Daily Dose of Leadership where our aim and goal is just to get a little bit better each and every day. My name is Alex Seal, and I'm excited to have you guys in the Daily Dose with us as I continue to try to provide fresh and relevant content for leaders who are looking to advance themselves in the workplace, advance themselves in their businesses, and overall just become a better person. At the TPE, the Pivot Experience, we strive to help leaders and people pivot into the next season into their lives. And so the Daily Dose is a part of our efforts in doing so. Before I get into today's Daily Dose, I want to remind you guys that on September the 2nd, we will be having our second leadership experience here in Beaumont, Texas at the B308 Event Center. I look forward to sharing with you along with Michael Laitler and Brooklyn Williams. We are prepared to deliver a great message and a great content that will help you pivot into your next. And so on today's Daily Dose, we're going to be talking about building trust. And this is a facet of leadership and a facet of just being a great team member or a great person in general. You know, you want to have trust amongst the people that you work with. You want to have trust amongst the people that you live with. You want to have trust amongst the people that you do life with in any capacity. And so I'm going to discuss three things that I believe that will help you continue to build trust within your organization and with other people that exist in your life as well. And the number one thing that I think that was going to be really important in your effort in building trust is transparency. One of the hardest things I feel like for most people is to be straightforward and forthcoming about things that are on their mind, things that how they feel about situations, and how their viewpoint is on certain things. But I believe that in order to effectively build trust, one of the greatest things that you can do as a leader or an emerging leader is to be transparent. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it stings. Sometimes it may not be the best news that the person or group of people that you're interacting with want to hear. However, sometimes it's just, not even sometimes, all the time, it's just the best policy is to be transparent as possible. Now, don't confuse being transparent with being rude, blunt, disrespectful, or trying to hurt someone's feelings. And there's a method in which you can deliver that mail of transparency to where it's palatable and it'll be well received by the people or persons that you're talking to. But at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation or the interaction, you have to walk with and stand in being transparent. So number one, focus on being transparent, focus on and focus on methods in which you can deliver the transparency, and then also understand the audience that you're trying to appeal to or talk to when being transparent, because I think that's an important facet as well, is that you understand who it is that you're communicating with, so you know what tone to deliver that transparency in, just the particulars in how that person or that group of individuals are going to receive the message that you're bringing out. Number two, keeping your promises, letting your yeses be your yeses and your nos be your nos. And I know sometimes this might be difficult, particularly when you're in an organization that's people driven. Things change. It's particularly, I guess, in my line of business. It's very fast paced. It's very dynamic. It requires a lot of agility and adaptability. And sometimes when you maybe obligate yourself to do something, it's hard to fulfill those things. But every time you don't live up to something that you said you're going to do, every time you don't if you don't fulfill your yes or fulfill your no to someone that you've committed to, you kind of create this distance between you and the individual. In the beginning or the first offense, it might not be that bad, but as you continue to have these negative interactions that are fueled by the fact that you're not keeping your promise, it creates a lack of trust between you and the individual, or you and within the organization. So you've got to continue just to deliver on the things that you say you're going to do by keeping the promises that you make, by keeping the commitments that you make. So in doing so, you will continue to help build the trust that you have between you and the individual or the organization. And last but certainly not least, establishing credibility. Are you credible in the eyes of the people that you work with? And I think this is something that's very important, especially when it comes down to building trust. The higher the credibility that you have within your organization, the easier it will be for you to build trust with new and incoming team members, new people that's in your organization, or even seasoned members in your organization. They're going to trust what you say or what you come up with the more credibility you have with them. You can build credibility in several different ways. One of the most, I guess, tried and true ways of building credibility is just tenure, and then in being consistent. If you've done a job for a certain length of time and you've done it well for a certain length of time, that builds your credibility in that area, and that gives you a great amount of confidence to be able to speak into a certain thing or speak into a certain level of truth and trust in whatever area that it is that you have the credibility in. Also, you can gain more credibility by pursuing self-improvement, whether that's in the form of a certification or not necessarily a degree, but studying up on the things that you're wanting to be credible in, and then exercising those things that you studied. That would definitely help build your credibility as well. And so those are the three things that I basically want to cover as it relates to building trust. I'm going to go through those three things one more time. Number one, being transparent. You've got to prioritize being transparent, because being transparent is probably one of the most important things you can do in building trust. It's really the foundation. If a person is talking to you and they know that you're being straightforward with them, they're not going to be as reluctant to be trustworthy with you. Number two, keeping your promises, making sure your yeses are your yeses and your nos, and you follow through with the things that you say you're going to do. You're going to follow through with the promises that you make. That builds that builds the trust between you and the organization or the individual that you're connecting with. And last but certainly not least, establishing that credibility. Are you a credible individual? Do you have the tenure? Do you have have you shown the proof of concept in terms of your ability to be able to be considered as a credible source in whatever lane it is that you want to be considered that in? And so those three things, I think, if you prioritize them and if you work towards creating more buy-in into these three things, I definitely think you will have more trust amongst not only the people that you work with, but the people that are just in your life in general. If you use these three things in your life beyond your professional setting, I definitely think you're just going to build trust more openly and more broadly, just even beyond the professional sense. And so thank you guys so much for tuning in into today's Daily Dose. I enjoy being able to deliver this content to you guys Monday through Friday at 4:30. via Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitch. Let's connect on Instagram at Alex_Seal. That's ALEX_SEALE. I forgot to tell you guys to head over to TPEnow.com to get your tickets to the TPE Leadership Experience. That's TPEnow.com to get your tickets today. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the leadership experience with us. I look forward to connecting with you guys via the Daily Dose. Be sure to drop a comment or and tell us if there's anything that you want us to cover as far as topics are concerned. Like and share, subscribe, do all the things to help push this information out to more and more people. And until next time, TPE family, peace.